back to Non-League Adventure with me, GW365. This is Season 3, Episode 7 with Curzon Ashton Football Club playing Football Manager 2016. If you joined us last time, we got a game against FC Halifax, and for the fourth time in a row we drew, and I believe it was 1-1 of every single game. I'm not sure, but I know the first game we played earlier on in the season finished at 1-1. Pretty even game. We shaded the possession. They had like 3 chances in one towards the back end where we just about kept ourselves in it. Leo Hunt getting a fairly early goal for us, but they got a goal just before the hour mark. We were unable to break the deadlock after that. Tete, we got him on loan for the rest of the season. Extended his loan. This is him. Very good player. Been very consistent for us so far. He's got a 7 rating, well 7.01, which is when we're in relegation zone. Well, when we are down in the depths, basically, that's pretty good. The other thing that really lets him down is the fact that he's not very good in the air. But and he's only it's shorter than me in real life. I think 167 centimeters. I'm not the tallest, but I'm half decent at heading anyway. But like I said, heading 3 is not good. Jumping reach 2 is not good, and strength is 5, which is also not good. We then lost the FA Trophy second round. This was a bit, as you can see here, I mean, yes, it were 50-50 in terms of possession, but look at the chances we created compared to them. They had literally 2 shots on target, 2 goals. The last goal, the winning goal, was like a goal-mouth scramble from a corner. It was one of those things. But Abdoulaye Belbaghi, typical, cross comes in, far post, goal. Just same sort of goal. We did get an equaliser 20 minutes after. Jordan Jones getting a similar goal actually, cross coming in, and he headed it in at the back post. So I was pretty pleased with that. But you know, at the end of the day, it allows us to focus on the league. That's where we are struggling. Unfortunately, this game, it's got a message there. We lost Jordan Tuddercliffe for six weeks. We signed Sam Ward. It was released from Huddersfield. And he looks half decent. He's coming straight into our team. He can play either ball-winning midfielder or box-to-box midfielder. So that's the reason why I've signed him. And he's got decent all-round stats are pretty good. The composure could be better. I'm not too bothered about flair. He's a ball-winning midfielder. He doesn't need to have high flair. But work rate of 12 and determination of 12 and teamwork of 12, they stood out as pretty good, as well as tackling as well. And he's not bad at passing neither. All-round play, I just thought he was a decent player. So yeah, I'm very happy to bring him in. £130 a week for 18 months or so. So you know, we've got some decent players for if we do get relegated to hopefully push us up the league. This was pretty disappointing in terms of the amount of chances we conceded. But we drew 0-0, so I was pretty pleased with that. River Allen getting the man of the match. Very strong performance from him, playing at defensive midfield. Then we signed this guy. He's basically a backup, basically. Aidan Horton. This is him. He can play both sides and play up front if needs be. He's not the best at dribbling. He's just literally backup. He's 2.5 star, potential 3 star. But the whole reason I signed him is purely backup because I've got no real cover at the right hand side. Ty Phillips, I don't think he's going to be able to return to his form that got me led to me giving him so much praise. He was, so great last season, but that injury has basically just killed him. Simple as. It did mean that we let Gorman go. He's 25 years old now, showing as a 2-star player. This was him. It's just his work rate just isn't good enough for my liking. Yes, he can cover positions both sides, which is why I've got rid of him because I've got someone else who can cover both sides. He's on a non-contract. Bear in mind the other guy, Horton. But he's just that's why he's on non-contract, because he's just a stopgap. Because there's no one else better out there. This is what Johnny Gorman did last season. Had a decent season, although the average rating wasn't that high. But this season, he just contributed nothing really. Although he did play probably about 6 or 7, maybe 8 games at left back, he's still done nothing when he's been on. So I'm pretty disappointed. But you know, you can't expect everything to work out. Then this, if you remember, we lost 6-2 against Ebbsfleet earlier on in the season. We got a bit of payback here. We won 2-1. So with that in mind, you know, it's progression, I'd like to think. But yeah, we went 2-0 up, scored a goal straight from kick-off in the second half, which is a rarity because usually the highlights just end. Felt a bit nervy when they got a goal back, but look at that possession. Kept the ball so well. River Allen with another player of the match award, and yeah, we're looking pretty good at the minute. Hopefully we can continue. We also signed Kyle Bourne as a regen till the end of the season. He's costing us nothing. And this is him. He's not amazing, don't get me wrong. He's a 3-star player at the moment with a 4-star potential. His heading and tackling is not great, but his position is pretty good. His determination is obviously really good. Work rate could be a little bit higher. And I found this guy on the transfer deadline day. Someone pointed him out to me who were talking to me. And he looks half decent, especially as a backup. But like I said, the only problem is now we've got 5 centre-backs. 5 centre-backs, and unfortunately Ashworth, I tried to get rid of him and he's not having none of it, and he's a bit annoyed that I've tried to get rid of him, so I'm hoping it's not going to cause a rift. But he's probably not going to play another game. He's just not good enough. I like his determination and his fact he can win headers and stuff, but he's just not going to make it, I don't think, at this team anyway. So we were the biggest spenders, apparently with £0. We brought in 3 players, and these are the other transfers. Dover spent £5,000. Sorry, no. Crawley spent £5,000 on Tyrone Sterling. Took him to League 2. Yeah. Joe Haribo was one of the big transfers to us. That was the one that was organised in the summer window just after it. Worth noting, these are the Premiership transfers. And if you look here, Gareth Bale has gone to Chelsea. Also, Icardi's gone from Inter to Arsenal, and Brian Cristante has gone to Man United. Worth noting that Sheffield United were the most active team in the whole English transfer roundup, with 6 players, and Arsenal spent 44.5 million. Not a high amount. There was only 239 million pounds spent. So, but anyway, this is our ball confidence update. They are just pleased with us. Tete has been obviously, been very pleasing. There was disappointment with the 2-0 defeat against Margate. I'd have been more upset about the 6-2 still, but anyway. And this is where we are. Despite chucking £120,000 into our club, we're still £136,000 in debt, which is not great if I'm being completely honest. We are now spending over our wage budget, which obviously goes against us, but I've got needs must. We need to try and do something about it. We were supposed to have the Easter game, I think it was on the 25th or something like that of January, but it got postponed and put back to here. And I know I said we were going to do the Lincoln game, but let's face it, we're playing second in the league. We're probably going to get trounced. I can't believe I've missed us off. We're actually 23rd at the minute. I can't remember how many points. I think we're 9 points behind Torquay, I think. Yeah, the Easter game got put back until to here, which is why we're going to go into this game instead. So this is the team we're going to be using. It's the same team that won last time out. Let's just quickly go into our squad and schedule. Because this one, schedule. Sorry. If you look here in the league, we are unbeaten in 4, with 2 wins and 2 draws. That is pretty decent form, if I do say so myself. If we can just keep replicating that, I can't see any reason why we can't get out of this mess. I mean, look at the competition here. 29 points, yeah, we're 9 points off safety, basically. It is going to be a huge task, but who knows? Who knows? We can hit a bit of form now with these new players. I mean, if you look at our tactics screen now, 2 players on 2 stars. Sorry, 3 players on 2 stars. But other than that, I mean, obviously Ryan Coughlin is better than that. He's a 3.5-star player, so it's because he's playing in a false 9. But he's done all right there in the last couple of games. So I'm not too disappointed. He got his first goal for us in the last game against Ebbsfleet, so I was very pleased for him. Thompson, however, he's looking like his biggest waste of £600 a week going. Canero is good, but it's disappointing. But box to box is not really suited, and neither is a ball-winning midfielder. So I'll probably be looking to shift him at the end of the season, as well as Thompson. I don't think I'll be able to get rid of Thompson because he's on too much money. Ben Hinchcliffe, he's going to be one of the subs. JJ Hooper is going to be on the bench as well. He's done okay, but his last game wasn't very good. And Foster's obviously the backup. He covers both defence and the defensive midfield area. Allen's had a great couple of games. Worth noting that everyone's on 100% because we haven't played for about 2 weeks. Probably a little bit longer. But this is a team. Grimes, Smith, Evans, Flynn and Downey. Flynn's still complaining about not getting first team football or something. As you can see here, Ashworth is unhappy. I can't shift Davenport or Morton, which is pretty disappointing. I'm going to give Siku on the reserves just to get you fit. John Thulis, he's come out. He's out on me thoughts now. He's there purely as cover now. I was trying to get rid of Moyo as well, but no one wanted him neither. Very disappointing that not some other players weren't wanted. Even though Moyo was wanted, I did offer him out, and he nearly went to Ilkeston, but he didn't get a good enough contract, apparently. A long enough contract, sorry. That was pretty disappointing, but never mind. So, you're going to rot in the reserves for the rest of your life, probably. Matty McCarthy, I'll stick you on 60 minutes because you do play the odd game here and there. Morton's not even playing at all. He just doesn't want to leave for whatever reason. He's probably happy to get his £325 a week for another year and a half. Excuse me. So, in fact, I'm actually going... I've got to wait 5 games, I think, before I start saying you've done well in your form. In fact, I'm going to do it for you because you've played more than 5 games for us. So I'm going to praise this guy. This is the sort of thing I've been doing. Praise recent form. You've improved recently. Thanks, boss. That gets the morale up. And that's one thing. That's one way I've been doing it. If anyone has actually been playing well, I've been commenting on it. I did it to John Jones last time out, I think. Sam Ward hasn't played enough games, but again, he's done all right. First game he got 7.6. So as you can see, we've got a few 3.5-star players now, which I think is good enough. I mean, class him as well. I mean, to be fair, he's 21. He's classed as, he's playing at like star youth, 5-star youth player, so he's still doing all right. Excuse me, he's still doing all right. I've actually remembered to actually set the set pieces. The biggest pain in the dick is when you change tactics, all the set pieces just goes to shit basically. They just deselect, which is a pain in the ass, but you know, never mind. So we are the huge underdogs. So I'm going to say that it's been working for us recently. It just seems to be when we're the favourites, i.e. the FA Trophy game, for instance, we just don't seem to be able to do it. We're just terrible against weaker opposition for some reason. You know, we're terrible against stronger opposition as well. But you know, Wrexham are running away with the league, by the way, with Bromley in close pursuit. Lincoln, worth noting, are third. They could be second by the time we play them. But yeah, that's 1-0 already to Eastleigh, who are fourth. So this is always going to be a tough game anyway. But yeah, another cross coming in, resulting in a goal. I mean, three blue shirts around that ball. Not one of them could kick it away. But you know, the possession stat doesn't lie. We're keeping over the ball quite well. So while we've got the ball, they're not going to score again, and hopefully we can get one on the break. River Island looking like he took the blame for that. So the thing is, our team will probably be fitter than theirs in this game because I don't think their game. Oh no, our game. Of course it was. Our game got postponed. This is the one that got replayed. So obviously we aren't playing very well. Tetty's playing all right. Saying we've had a good first half. I will say that we have been playing well because we have been keeping on the ball. Hopefully that'll G them up. Everyone is delighted. It's all green. That's good. And obviously morale's taking a bit of a hit because we're losing. Hopefully we can do something to turn this around, but we don't seem to be having many chances. There's been one highlight all game. Could we not have, you know, something happen, please? Who's playing Paul besides River Island? I'd like to not take him off if I can help it. He's not the quickest to put him into box to box, you see. I like him as a defensive mid, but he's not playing very well. Sam Ward's struggling a bit for fitness. You know what? I'm going to leave it for another 10 minutes. Coughlin gets the ball. It's a highlight. It looks like it could be for us. It's a penalty. Who's going to take it? It's Allen. River Allen to, you know, to miss the penalty. Get in! Come on! How did I guess? Because he's had a poor game. So, you know, with that, he's having a shocking game. He's coming off. Sorry, pal, but, you know, You blew it! You blew it, Tommy! You blew it! I'm going to bring on Ben Hinchcliffe for Hunt because Hinchcliffe's stats suggest that he's decent in this role. So we shall see. He's not the quickest, so that's the only thing with him. But he's got good stats otherwise. 10 pace. Dribbling's pretty half decent. Finishing first touch are good. Right, we need to make another change. Who do we take off? See, the midfield are playing quite well. I think we try Hooper up front. We need a goal. I can't believe we missed a penalty. Yeah, I've just selected him as my penalty taker as well because I thought, well, he's clearly the best penalty taker. But, you know, these things happen. If we lose this game, well, I'd like to think it's not the end of the world, but being realistic, it probably is the end of the world. It's the end of this season anyway, I think. We had to continue this run of form, and it looks like it's come to an end. And it's a shame. They were unlucky. They give the best effort. River Allen, I'm just so disappointed. You've been playing so well in the last couple of games, and you just let me down. I mean, Michael Tete got the man of the match. That was very pleasing, but we're still, you know, 9 points behind Torquay, although they've got a game in hand over us now, but they have got to win it. And we've got Lincoln in a few games' time. So, but we're playing better, and that's what we've got to look to. That could have well easily been a draw then if it wasn't for that penalty not going in. But yeah, going to the next game, where will you join us next? You'll join us in a couple of games' time, actually, because we've got Altrincham on the 3rd of March. So hopefully you'll join us for that game, and if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like. It helps out a great deal. As does subscribing. If you're just recently watching these videos, why not show your support and subscribe to the channel. Try and give us a bit of belief in the comments as well, that we can get out of this mess. It's not looking likely at the minute. We finished up with the game against York away from home. That could be key. It's more likely not going to be though. I think I'm pretty resigned to going down this season. It's a bit of a shame, but yeah, hopefully you're going to join us for that the Altrincham game. Altrincham, worth noting, are 17th, so that for me should be a winnable game. We've got Lincoln next, which is going to be a hard game. Dover's a winnable game. Altrincham is. Wrexham probably isn't, if I'm being completely honest. And that's probably the big game afterwards. But Altrincham is where we're going to come back, and hopefully you join us then. And until then, I will see you then. Bye bye.